Hey everybody, so I had an accident at the range yesterday and thought I'd share what happened and why it happened and maybe keep it from happening to somebody else. So that's my Kimber K6s, K6s that I bought in November for a birthday present to myself. And as you can see, it ain't all there. Top strap's gone and half the cylinder's gone. Doesn't look as bad from that side, but and all that ammo behind there. I started having this problem within my last 2 sessions, and so I have doubts about if there's another one in there or not. But I'm pretty sure it was a double charge. Pretty sure I know how it happened. So I'm going to share that with you and maybe keep it from happening to you. So one of the problems that developed was the screw that holds this brace in place came loose, which caused the spring down here to keep popping off. And it took a while for that to surface and me to figure out that that's what it was. But that happened later on. The first mistake that I made was I usually have this light. It's a Pelican 2365. It's like a gooseneck light that I keep right on there, and I have it aimed right at the shell plate. So as the shell's coming up, I can see right inside there, see if it looks right. And I've done hundreds of rounds of 38 special. So those I was using Trail Boss powder, and that filled up the case pretty good. It was very easy to see. Now these, I was using that powder, Winchester Auto Comp. And I was using 7 grains, 6.9 to 7 grains, and that's not very much. So in those taller 357 cases, even if you're looking at the best angle you can look, you don't really see much in there. So I've also got a bullet feeder die on here, and so the main problem though that was causing this was my decapping pin. Like I said, I'd done hundreds of rounds of 38 special, and then I changed all my dies to accommodate 357, and I had done quite a bit of 357, and then this problem started happening, which was it wouldn't knock the primer all the way out. So I'm going to try to duplicate this here. And I have the case feeder, but I usually just do them by hand so I don't get all jammed up. And I was just trying to recreate this a couple minutes ago, and the zip spindle in this die was bent so much that it broke. So that was part of the problem too, was that being bent maybe. But anyway, I had another one. I put a new one in there. But so I was going through as so. Everything was going fine. I gotta wait till I get one under the powder measure. Alright, so there, I'm getting a powder charge. And then on the next one, I'm gonna try to short stroke it and get that primer stuck. Just kind of show you what I think happened. So let's say right about there. Nope, it didn't get stuck. We'll try this one. Well, something stuck. you can see, I already went up once. I probably got a powder charge. But all you have to do is a simple mistake like that. And I'm just going to kick these out of here because these are all getting pulled apart. And that looks to me like a double. I'll weigh it out here and see. So normally when that would happen, I would take the case that was under the powder measure off and dump the powder out. And at the end of the run, I'd feed those back through. You know, they already had a primer in them, so I would start them after the primer station and finish them off. So I had done that a bunch of times, but then what happened was that spring started flying off. So that gave me one other thing to worry about. And when I was doing that, I think then I forgot to take that one out of there. So let me see if I find the one I just loaded. Yes. So this should have been about a 7 grain charge. And we'll see what it is. I honestly don't know. I can't tell you if I definitely double charged it or if I didn't. I can't tell by looking. So that wasn't a double charge. It's right in there at 7 grains. So I will try it once more. I've only got 4 empty cases here because I had to do them all with the bullet puller. And I'm not going to do all 175 of them with a bullet puller. I ordered a RCBS bullet puller die, and I ordered an RCBS lockout die, which is going to replace my bullet feeder die. I'll feed them by hand to have that little extra insurance. But let me see if I can make this hang up again. Let me take these right out of here. Oop, and get the camera on. Hold on. Okay. And there's one. Two. So now I'm getting a charge on one. And then I'll see if I can hang the primer up on this one. I didn't hang it up. But what would happen, it would hang up and then the ram would not go down. So I'd have to go up again to go a little bit deeper to poke that primer out. And by doing that, I'm sending this one that's under the powder measure up in there. I'll just kind of illustrate it here. You know, I was sitting there like this and then trying to do that. Well, what I just did, you know, which was fine as long as I was remembering to pull that case out of there before I did the next step. But then when another problem arose, all of a sudden I didn't remember. And now that case that was under there is definitely double charged. So learn from my mistake. If you have a problem, stop what you're doing, clear the press off, fix the problem. These things have a lot going on and they work awesome when they're working right. But if you have a problem, don't keep going like I did. Stop, correct it, or you too could be the proud owner of a $800 paperweight. Be safe.